Hi, this is the how-to for the Blue Book, Math Blue Book Lesson 7. Ooh, that's a tongue twister. Blue Book Lesson 7. Alright, so for this one, we're going to continue drawing some more 3D shapes. This one's a little bit different because we're also looking more at equal parts versus not equal parts. But this first word problem is about comparing different things and drawing some more 3D shapes. But then we jump back into equal parts of 2D shapes. So there's a little bit of a change. Just wanted to give you guys a heads up. So for this first one, let's go ahead and read it. Peter set up 5 rectangular prisms to make 5 towers. He put a cone on top of 3 of the towers. How many more cones does Peter need to have a cone on each tower? So we're trying to compare. How many does he need? We're going to subtract. So let's read it again to figure out what we need to do. Peter set up 5 rectangular prisms to make 5 towers. So that's that first part. 5 prisms, 5 towers. If you want, you can just go ahead and draw rectangles. I'm going to draw one as a rectangle to show. You can just draw this rectangle to show rectangular prism as a tower. Or you can go ahead and take the time to go ahead and draw out it as a rectangular prism. Either way is fine. I don't care. So here's 2 towers, 3 towers, 4 towers, and 5 towers. So here are Peter's 5 towers. The next part, it says he put a cone on top of 3 of the towers. So did he put them on top of all? No, he put them on top of 3 towers. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a cone on top of 3 towers. So I'm going to make like a triangle that's not complete. And then I'm going to draw a curve and a curve. And there's 1 cone on 1 tower. Then I'm going to keep going. 2 cones. 3 cones. 3 cones on top of his towers. Now let's look at this last part. How many more cones does Peter need to have a cone on every tower? So we're looking, okay, not all of them have a cone. How many more need a cone? So I'm going to look at this. Well, we have 5 minus 3 equals, and we already have our picture here. How many don't have a cone? 2. So 5 minus 3 equals 2. So how many more cones does Peter need? 2. Peter needs 2 more cones. And that was really nice about this picture is once we had this picture set up, we didn't have to draw anything extra to create our subtraction problem. 5 minus 3 equals 2. Because we have our 5 and our 3, and what's left is 2. So Peter needs 2 more cones. All right. Let's look at this. So this is where we're looking at that equal parts. We shift back to 2D shapes, and we're looking at equal parts. What is the equal part, and how many equal parts is what this is asking. So let me read the directions. Are the shapes divided into equal parts? Right? Yeah. Y for yes and N for no. If the shape has equal parts, write how many parts on the line. The first one has been done for you. So here we have a square. And our square has been split into 2 equal parts. The one equal part on the bottom and the other equal part on the top. And since it's been split into 2 equal parts, we know that yes, why yes, it's been 2 equal parts, and the answer is 2 of them are equal. Let's look at this next one. Let's look at this circle. This circle, is it split into equal parts, yes or no? So the answer is no. No, it has not. How many parts it is doesn't matter because it's not been split into equal parts. Let's look at this triangle. Has this triangle been split into equal parts? So the answer is no. In order to be split into an equal part, it would need like a line down the middle. Up here you have a tiny little piece for one person and a big piece for somebody. Think of it, if it's equal parts and you have a sister or a brother or a cousin or maybe even with your mom and dad, if you split a piece of cake or a piece of pizza like this and somebody gave you that piece, would you feel that was very fair? Would you be like, hey, hey, that's not equal, that's not fair? That's basically what we're doing here. Imagine you're splitting this item of food or this drink and somebody splits it in a different way. You're going to notice it's not equal. So let's look at this next one. Here we have this rectangle. Is this rectangle split into equal parts? Yes. And then let's count how many equal parts there are. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4 equal parts. Now this circle. Is this circle split into equal parts? And if so, how many? Hopefully you said yes. Yes, it has been split into 2 equal parts. Oops. Yes, it's been split into equal parts. How many equal parts? 2 equal parts. Let's look at this bottom one. We have a circle with 2 lines in it. Has this circle been split into 2 equal parts? So the answer is no. No, it hasn't. Although I'll take that piece and you all can share the rest of them together. That sounds good to me. It seems fair. I mean, for me, no one else, but. Here we have another circle. Has this circle been split into equal parts? Yes. Yes, it has. Yes, it is equal parts. And how many equal parts now? Let's count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 equal parts. Now we have this square. Has this square been split into equal parts? Yes. How many equal parts? Let's count. 1, 2. 2 equal parts. Let's look at this. Ooh, what shape is that, Miss Fisher? Let's count the sides to see. Yay! Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It has 6 sides, so it makes it a hexagon. Hexagons have 6 equal sides. Has this been split apart into equal parts? No. Although you might not mind if you got the bigger piece while sharing with your sibling, I'm sure your sibling's going to, or your cousin, or your mom is going to be like, hey, that's not equal. So, no, it's not equal. Let's go ahead and look at this last square. Yeah. Okay, I was right. Yay. Let's look at this last square. Has this square been split into equal parts? Let's turn it a little. That looks equal to me. So I'm going to say yes, but how many? Well, let's see. That's a terrible Y. Sorry, guys. 1, 2. I'm seeing 2 equal parts here. So I'm going to say 2. Now this one's a bit funky, so I want you to bear with me here. Imagine this shape was cut out, and if that shape was cut out, if you folded it down the line, would you have the same amount on each side? Yeah, so because it would be the same amount on each side, yes, it's split into equal parts. It's funny looking, but it's equal. And how many equal parts? 1, 2. Let's look at this next hexagon because it has 6 sides. Does this hexagon have lines that split it into equal parts? Well, let's see. Looking at this, if somebody cut this and imagine it's a funky looking cake, would you feel that everybody got the same size slice? Hopefully you said yes. This looks pretty equal to me. So I'm going to say, yeah, that looks equal. But how many slices does this give me? Let's count. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you can't see it through my hand. 4, 5, and 6. 6 slices, so 6 equal parts. let's look over at this M. If I were to split this M right down the middle here, see they have the line. I'm going to draw the orange line through it so you can see it a little bit better. I have this line here. Does it look like it has been split into equal parts? Yes. How many equal parts? 1, 2. 2 equal parts. Let's look at this F for Miss Fisher, your favorite teacher. Is this F split into equal parts? No. I don't think there's any way to split an F into equal parts anyways. So no, it is not split into equal parts. Let's look at this D. This one's a little hard. I recommend you extend the line and turn it this way. Does it look like it has been split into equal parts? So the answer is yes. Yes, it has. And how many equal parts? Let's see. 1, 2. 2 equal parts. All right. Then we have this back page, okay? It's a little bit of the same thing, but instead of seeing if it has equal parts or not, it's saying these have equal parts. So we just need to count how many equal parts they are, and we're gonna write out the number of how many equal parts there are. So instead of just writing like 2, we're gonna spell out the word 2. I'm gonna do A through C with you, but I want you to do D, E, and F on your own. So I need you to do these. Oops. I need you to do these ones on your own, and we'll do these ones together. So looking at this one, it says write the number of equal parts in each shape. So here we have 1, 2 equal parts. I see there are 2, but we're going to write out the word 2. T, W, O, 2. Let's look at this part B. Here we have a circle that's been split into equal parts, and let's count them out. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we have 4 equal parts. We're going to spell out 4. F, O, U, R. Down here, this, somebody pointed out this triangle doesn't look equal to them. I recommend then if it doesn't look equal, go ahead and turn it. And if you turn it, you can see it looks equal and a bit like a paper airplane. So here, let's count out the equal parts. 1, 2. How many equal parts are there? 2. T, W, O. 2. Then go ahead and do these on your own. Any word you need spelled is already going to be on your page, and you can absolutely do it. Let's go ahead and look at this next one. It says, draw a line to make this triangle into 2 equal triangles. So if we were to draw a line before writing on here, I'm going to do this. Imagine we had a line here. Would this split it into equal parts? So I'm going to move my pencil. Maybe this way. Also no. How about this way? Is that looking pretty equal? So I'm going to rotate my pencil one last way. Does that look equal to you? Yes. So I'm going to go, okay, that's where it goes. Now I'm going to draw my line there. But hold off on drawing your line until after you try with your pencil. Let's look at this one. It says draw a line to make this square into 2 equal parts. This is where it's fun. There's lots of different ways you could do it. If you do it this way, it's 2 equal parts. If you do it this way, it's 2 equal parts. If you do it this way, it's 2 equal parts. I love squares. And if you do it this way, it's also 2 equal parts. So you can pick any which way to do it. I'm going to show all 4 ways you can draw this into 4 equal parts, or 2 equal parts, all 4 ways. Squares are great. There's lots of ways to cut up a square. Think of a sandwich. There are lots of different ways to cut a sandwich in half. And ta-da! Half, 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 and half. 2 equal parts. Now this last one, it says draw 2 lines to make this square into 4 equal squares. So because it's asking us to split into 4 equal squares, if you see we split it this way, we have split it into triangles. So if you were to take another line here, you'd have 4 equal triangles, which is cool and all, but it's not what we're asking for. We're asking for 4 equal squares. So when you're drawing the lines, look at these two, where you see this and the lines go this way and this way. That is how we have rectangles. And if we have a rectangle, we're more likely to be able to make it into a square. So if we draw one line this way, we have now split our square into 2 equal rectangles, which is not what it's asking for. It wants 4 equal squares. But this is our start. So we have 2 equal rectangles, but I want 2 equal squares. So if I were to draw yet another line here or here, not only is it not equal, I just have more rectangles. So I need to change how I'm drawing and draw a line this way so that I have 1, 2, 3, 4 equal squares. And there it is, 4 equal squares. All right, this next page, sorry, my nose is running with all this smoke. All right, circle the shape that has 4 equal parts. So looking at these shapes, which one has equal parts? You need to circle only one, and the only one you circle is the one with 4 equal parts. Then on this line down here, how many equal parts does that shape have? So once you figure out how many equal parts there, or which one has the equal parts, how many equal parts are there? Parents, if you're watching this video with your student, please try to have your student do this on their own. If they're needing you to reread this, please reread it as many times as necessary, but make sure they're doing their best to do this on their own. It is a quiz, and it allows me to see how your kid is doing and how well they understood the lesson, so it's good feedback for me. All right, you guys, I hope this was helpful. This is your Friday math lesson, so that was the last video of math for the week. Whew! All right, I hope you guys enjoy your weekend and that next week you are ready to continue in your blue books. Bye!